What's up guys, Ryan with the MXG channel here. I'm going to show you how to change the oil in a 19 to 23 Kawasaki KX450F. This is a 23 SR edition. Some of the things you're going to need: something to drain your oil in, a liter of oil, a oil filter. 207 would be the K&N number. A lot of oil filter companies use that number. I use a quick mix just to measure it out. A funnel, some gloves, some towels, to get your oil filler cap off, the Motion Pro timing plug wrench or a big flathead. You will want a ratchet and a 12 millimeter or some kind of 12 millimeter socket or T-handle to get your drain plug out, and an 8, some type of 8 millimeter for the oil filter cover. First thing we're gonna do is just start this thing, warm it up. It just lets the oil flow out a little easier and gets any contaminants moving around. Okay, next we're going to drain our oil. It's going to be this 12 millimeter right here. Okay, while we let that drain, we'll go ahead and take off our oil filter cover here with these 2/8. All right, the easiest thing to do here is just grab this with either pliers or a pick or something like that. Pull it out. Now, if the oil's dirty, this oil looks pretty clean, but the oil sitting here in the well is kind of dirty, so I'll take my rag and clean all that out. Okay guys, this is really important to pay attention to because this oil filter was in backwards. This can blow up your bike. So you always put the grommet side towards where the oil flow is. On some bikes, the oil does flow through this outer cover and in. On this bike, the oil flow is back there. So you put the chamber right there, goes in like that. This one was 100% backwards. New filter, grommet side in. Spring goes on this cover. You want to push that cover in by hand if you can, just to so you don't cut the O-ring trying to do it with the bolts. There's a long bolt and a short bolt. It's going to be pretty obvious as to which one is which. Now, I'm not going to tell you the torque specs for these. I know them. Don't try to torque these bolts. They don't need to be torqued. These are sealed with O-rings. These bolts just need to be snug. Worst thing is that it weeps a little and you snug them even a little more. Everybody tries to torque these and they end up breaking them off and cost themselves a lot of time and money and hassle. Okay, now we can put our drain bolt in. Crush washers, I reuse them a ton. They can go a long time before they start dripping. And that drain bolt is yet another bolt that just needs snugged up. Now we're going to take our cap off. Okay, just about all these motorcycle oils are the same spec. The only thing is important is if you've been running regular oil, you run regular. If you've been running synthetic, you run synthetic. Because if you switch back and forth, it can mess up your clutches. So this bike's had synthetic in it. We're gonna put synthetic in it again. Okay, so I just measure out 500. This bike takes right around 1 quart, 1 liter if you're changing the filter. So I measured out 500. I'll pour that in. And then I'll measure out another 500 and pour that in. Putting the cap back on. Yet another thing that you don't need to torque. Snug it up, seal with an O-ring, gravity helps you hold it in place. And that's it, guys. Yes, if you absolutely want to, you have a sight glass here. You can try to hold the bike up straight and try to make sure the oil is 1/2 to 3/4 of the way up the sight glass, and you're gonna constantly second guess and doubt yourself, and is the bike straight, and does the oil look right? None of that's really necessary, guys. The sight glass is, you know, it's there so you can get a quick look at your oil. So, you know, if a water pump fails and your oil's milky or something, you can see really quick. This engine's too small to really need to use a sight glass. If it's burning oil, you're gonna see a ton come out the exhaust, a ton of smoke. If it's dripping oil, you're gonna see it in the garage floor. So as long as you drain it all out and pour in the right amount, which in this bike is 1 liter, you're good to go. And that's it, guys. Go rip, go enjoy yourself. That's the best 19 to 23 KX450F oil change video on YouTube. I'll put the parts and the supplies down below. If you appreciate these videos, grab them from my link, maybe even subscribe. See you in the next one.